Upon exiting JS-14 and Molly's near-incendiary entombment, the massive pools of fire liquefied Maelstrom 13, offering perhaps an upgrade, a more permeable solution. Molly, Mother Unit, please do not wait on our account. Is this planet, well, salvageable? The heat still fumed off her exterior, yet all she could ruminate on was the preservation of a world. Did this consciousness make her better? Did this assumed autonomy make her whole? JS-14 synchronized with the Master Mother Unit, detailing the planet-wide death toll. It appears as though 95% of life has already been decimated. Will a new hope allow us to regain such a loss? The two were already entering the upper atmosphere, moments from reaching the Mother Unit. Below, those massive beasts of the sky seemed to self-immolate and return to carbon dust. There were those who had safe-harbored in off-island regions, and perhaps the most resourceful and resilient epigenetic display of rapid evolution to date. It was time to reseed and terraform the surface. To justify the great sacrifice, Molly would create a moon to allow increased protections, as well as a Dyson sphere to act as a gravitational buffer to prevent such devastation from occurring again in the far distant future, as the great galactic cycle continued orbiting away in relief. This planet can retain a mass that allows for greater water storage, creating base equilibrium as it cools over several thousand cycles. The days will be longer and the oxygen thicker, bolstering a more resilient panspermic yield. Maelstrom 14 shall be named Super Borea, now 25% larger. I require all units committing these 3 heroes to begin the seeding session at once. Before you could blink, the 25 operational units, working together as both satellites and ground crews, planted life on the charred planetary body below. Taking with them newly unlocked genetic specimens still familiar to the planet, Molly remained in a sort of postpartum phase state. I'm increasing the likelihood that these should evolve one day, prior to the next great cycle event, allowing these inhabitants an evolutionary leap toward both intellect and intuition so that they may one day save themselves. However, let them awaken in their own time as that fateful hour grows near. Molly, JS-14, and you as well, ZR2, come to the deck at once. The 3 had all entered pod chambers for upgrades and repairs. It was only during times such as these that safety measures, as well as genetic responses to resilience, could activate such anthropotic mirrored discourse and measure, the final evolutionary synthesis. Mother always found a way. A blend of universal junction point anomaly and directed engineering, the fusion of both was indeed required. Taking samples from the 3, this new hybrid genetic resilience would be planted into 3 newly emergent species. Your heroic efforts will be rewarded, my children. The clan of races that shall be born over the long years under your auspices will both flourish and protect this new land of Super Hyperborea. The 26th drone, ZR2, now leaving the safety of the Mother Unit for one last heroic moment, set course for the surface. He deployed the anthropods below while leaving some high above in the clouds, raining down upon Super Borea the genesis of a new era in intelligent design. Of course, sitting in the comfortable corridors of leisure quarters, space is not yet utilized until this day. The Mother Unit played out the billions of annual cycles of both growth and resilience, of further loss and despair. As parents, the 29, including the Master Mother Unit, Molly, eagerly watched the probable outcome of survival or certain annihilation. With great relief, but first, concern, they witnessed in real-time simulated progression, life growing intelligent enough to save itself. And then, oddly, a being, one that looked as if an amalgamation of the 3 heroes, appeared at the outer portside bay viewing windows of the great and mighty ship, before dissipating into the aether of future probability. The entire ship, filled with cybernetic organisms, erupted in celebration and cheers.